Hi everybody! I wanted to do a video for you today about my foundation routine. I'd like to stress that this isn't something I do on a day-to-day basis. A lot of days I just put on powder and some concealer, but this is for more if you want kind of a flawless skin look, if you don't want to have any imperfections on your skin. And so I kind of use a lot of products, but don't be intimidated by that. Most of them are things you can just pick up at the drugstore. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is fill in some of the spots in my eyebrows that don't have quite enough hair in them. And I use Revlon Brow Fantasy, and this is in dark blonde. So I'm just going to lightly draw with the pencil. And I make short strokes with the pencil so it's like I'm actually drawing in little hairs. The next thing that I'm going to do is apply concealer. The first concealer I'm going to use is Physicians Formula Powder Finish Concealer Stick, and this is in light. And I'm just going to use my finger to apply this in some areas where I need some concealing, like around my nose. My skin tone tends to be a little bit uneven, and I find that this Physicians Formula actually does a really good job of covering up any redness. But this e.l.f., it's e.l.f. Tone Correcting Concealer, and it's not technically an under eye concealer, but it works the best underneath my eyes. So I'm going to apply that. I'm going to put a few dots under each eye, and then go back with my ring finger and blend them out. Okay, now that I'm finished with concealer, I'm going to move on to my latest obsession. This is Tinted Moisturizer by Aveeno. It has SPF 30, which I really like about it because I can go out in the sun and not have to worry about putting sunscreen on my face. And I use Fair to Light because I'm pretty fair-skinned, but they have other shades as well. So I just squirt about a pump of this onto my hand. It's about that color. See that? And then I just apply it also with my ring finger. And a little tends to go a long way with this stuff. Make sure to blend it down your neck as well. Alright, that's the part that takes the longest, but a little does go a long way. It took a pump to cover my entire face and most of my neck. Since I use my fingers to apply it, it may not be the most even, so I'm going to use a kabuki brush, like this, and NYC Smooth Skin Face Powder. I'm going to just blend out the foundation all over my face. Okay, there we go. The kabuki serves as a buffer brush, and it just buffs out all the imperfections that I left when I used the tinted moisturizer with my fingers. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is create some highlights and some contours. The first thing I'm going to use is Estee Lauder's Bronze Goddess bronzer, and this is in Amber Bronze Medium. And I'm going to take this is a bronzing brush, but it can also be used for blush. This is from e.l.f. And I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer on my brush, and then I'm going to dust it down my cheekbone, and I'm also going to take it up into my temple. Okay, and a little bit on the other side. Alright, I'm also going to take a little bit of the same bronzer and put it on either side of my nose. Alright. Then I'm going to take just a regular blush brush. This is by Bare Essentials. I'm just going to smooth that line out. Alright, the last thing that I'm going to do is apply a little bit of blush. This is also Estee Lauder, and I'm going to be using this color here in the corner. It's Nude Rose. As you can see it, I'm using this one. I'm going to use the same type brush and put just a little bit on there and tap off the excess. And then I'm going to blend that into the apples of my cheeks and up into my temple. And that's all there is to it. I used a lot of product, I know, and this isn't something that I would tend to do every day. Normally I just put on a little bit of powder and some concealer, but this is something that I would do if I wanted my skin to look its best and to look flawless. If you want a more complete coverage, you can use a foundation instead, like a liquid foundation, instead of a tinted moisturizer, but my skin's actually pretty clear right now, so I didn't need to do that, but feel free to do that as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.